Tell you is when I was telling people that Tottenham will slap up the Three Musketeers a couple of weeks ago, and I'm looking at Mons as well, I was looking like a madman. I was looking like a madman because people couldn't see it, and I said, I don't give a damn if you can't see it. I can't give a damn if you man are doing the Ray Charles. So now people can now see that it's possible that Tottenham will slap up Arsenal tomorrow.
Whoa.
Chelsea even though they're not a musketeer, them man are kind of like the kind of folk people in the medieval times. We'll slap up Liverpool and then we'll slap up City. Now does my prediction of slapping up the Three Musketeers look plausible? I asked that to the panel. So which one of those teams is stopping Tottenham? Which one?
This is going to be the worst week of your life, I promise you.
Bro, are you being for real, bro? Bro, are you being for real on a level? Let's talk on a level now, because I know you've been exercising your right to remain silent, but I've been seeing you, bro. So, are you confident because of the way you slapped up Chelsea? Is that what's giving you confidence?
I'm confident because it's Tottenham. That's
Tottenham ain't Chelsea, my brother. A couple of weeks ago, you would have looked me in the eye and you would have replied me. You can't reply me because you know deep down you're thinking, rah, man has a point. And that is where things have moved on. And that's the beauty of football. Things have moved on that months can't even, it's more like, that's right. Let me tell you, tomorrow afternoon, I'm quick enough, brother. What are you doing tomorrow afternoon? Don't go missing.
No, I'll be here. Don't worry,
what's your prediction for tomorrow?
3-1 win.
And if you don't get 3-1, you need to publicly apologise to me. Is that all right?
The pressure always comes to Arsenal, man. They crack under
I
pressure.
can't lie, Jordan. Yeah, you beat us last year, but that wasn't a far cry. When you was at your best just 2 seasons ago, we slapped you up 3-0 at our ground. We kept a clean sheet. You never beat us. Even during your invincible season, you couldn't beat us at White Hart Lane. So yet again, don't come here with the confidence and the arrogance that you continuously do, Arsenal fans. And like I said, I warned you guys in the Aston Villa game. I warned you in the Bayern Munich game, and I'm warning you again. You're going to do it here. You're going to come with the arrogance. You're going to come to think that the game's already done. Because time and time again, you come with this energy. You've done the same thing when you do your little combined 11s and shit, and it comes back to bite you. Because
one second.
Again, your team is shit. Do it against us. You're just waffling. Because at the end of the day, your team's going to come to Spurs, you're going to get clapped up, and you're going to go home. That's exactly what's happening.
I hope you lot enjoyed that. Jules will be here soon. Apologies, obviously, work commitments quickly and all that. It will be in about like 10, 15, maybe even 20 minutes. But yeah, man, receipts will continue to run. Yeah. But yeah, look, we're joined by Martin. We're joined by Halfway Hooks. And then obviously Lewis down there at the bottom, just like his club. And obviously I'm up here because, well, I shouldn't really be up here, should I really? I should be sopping it around.
I was going to say, if we're doing this on league position, then...
I mean, let's just say we're on like that half of the side of the table. But me and you are not the same though, Lewis. Do you understand? Them man could be
I know. You're in the mud, I'm in quicksand. I know.
Yeah, you already know how it goes, innit? But big up everyone, make sure you smash the like button as well. Likes are very important. You could be our new subscriber just because you like the video. That's how it goes. The more likes, the more it gets pushed out by YouTube. And then before you know it, we're on 30K all of a sudden. But yeah, look, Martin, you're buzzing. Obvious reasons. One opponent is finally out of the equation, fully. The ones that you hate the most, called Liverpool. But how are you feeling? Obviously, you won 2-0 yesterday.
Should I hate Liverpool the most?
Trust me, I know you hate Liverpool the most. Between me and you. By the way, Martin sent me a text at 4 a.m. about a shirt.
Show it. I don't mind.
It says, this means 4. This means 4. So you're talking about the 4p. That's about Liverpool. He hates Liverpool more than Man United. Trust me. I'm telling you that for free. But anyways, how you feeling?
At the end of the season, it will mean 4 because we will do the 4p.
There you go, man. Lewis.
Tell me where we're losing. Tell me where we're dropping points. Wolves at home?
Hopefully nowhere.
West Ham at home? Nah.
Tottenham. There you go.
Tottenham, what have Jack Shits played for then?
Yeah, now draw at Tottenham and draw at Fulham. That's what I'm banking on, isn't it?
Draw at Fulham. Fulham are on Benidorm Beach.
Yeah, that's all fine. But I gotta have hope somewhere, right? I gotta look at the fixture list and try and see.
Yeah, you need hope.
Yeah.
That's all you've got.
I'm saying Agent William in that. I hear it.
Yeah, man. Nah, man. We can't let it happen, man. We can't let it happen.
Oh, for the good of football.
Yeah, man, for the good of football, man. For the good.
No one said this when United won 8 out the first 11. None of the good of the football back then, though.
Well, I don't know, man. I was too young them times.
Evil Manchester City, though. Naughty.
Hey, Lewis, before I come to you, but but so we can time it properly, we're gonna talk about the Chelsea game first, isn't it? We're gonna talk about the Chelsea game first, and then we'll talk about the Arsenal game because, well, George is like, what can we do? There's no point talking about Arsenal if he's not here. We need to cook him. He needs to see the receipt as well, so he can't say I didn't say that because George
save the main course for later. I hear it.
Yeah, saving the main course for later. It's the Hooks. You're buzzing.
Of course, man. We got the W at them idiots, man. Always knew it was gonna happen. Them man always opened them mouth too fast. Them man obviously lost their last bit of hope for the season, which was stopping us in our title charge. And look, we stopped them from getting Champions League football. So I can't think of anything greater. You know, all of them can suck up. You know, all of them can hold that. And it's funny how no Tottenham fans been hollering my phone today. So yeah, man, like to keep it that way. Man. Bun them, man.
Lewis, we're gonna start with your club first, though. Chelsea, Aston Villa. I want to get that out of the way, innit? Let's get the mid off. Let's get the mids out.
I hear it.
Do you know what I mean? Like we're gonna go from the starters. You're gonna be the starters. We need to hear all your excuses or what you have to say. Obviously, I know you don't like Poch, but let me just ask you: did you get robbed?
Yeah, definitely. Third goal should have stood. First goal for Aston Villa, the ball actually went out of play in the build-up. But you guys know me that I don't really cry too much about refereeing. I usually say for other teams as well. Unless you've been robbed continuously and you dominated the match throughout the 90 minutes, you can't really just lean on the referee like that. You do still have to do your own job. And we weren't really great until the second half. So it is what it is for that part. But I do think the third goal wasn't a foul. Like I think the referee clearly looks at it. That's not a clear and obvious error. I've seen incidents like that been let off. Like the same referee who did that was the VAR referee against Brentford when we lost 2-0 at home, and Sterling got a similar push and we didn't get a penalty for that. So it's just typical lack of consistency with referees. But it is what it is. Like, at least we came back. Like, I guess that's some sort of positive. I'm not here trying to flex draws or comebacks because, like, come on. We can't be letting the standards drop that low. But whatever. I guess we left Villa Park with a point when I thought we were going to leave with another 5-0 battering. So I guess there's some positive. But it shouldn't have been a foul. We should have got the third goal. I should be here talking about a 3-2 win. Is what it is.
Is that who I think it is?
Oh, you're right, George.
I mean, you're dressed for the occasion.
Why are you trying so hard, Cass?
I mean, no, you are. No, you're dressed for the occasion.
Why are you trying so? As a Man United fan who had a game this weekend, who didn't win against one of the relegated sides, why are you trying so hard? This isn't a team. This isn't you. You're not Arsenal, so don't come and try to do this dunking business. You can't dunk on no one. Let's have it right here. You can't dunk on no one, bro. So I don't know what all this little setup is that you're doing. My screen isn't even showing it. So it must be shit. My screen isn't even showing it. But whatever it is that you're doing, calm down. You're Manchester United. You do not have chat for me. You don't have questions for me. If the Arsenal fan wants to say something, I'll allow him to speak. He beat me. But you, on the other hand, please, know yourself, Akas. Know yourself.
Can anyone hear a buzzing? Because it was just me, or is it just my mic? Or my headphones? Because I can't hear.
I think it might be you, bro.
So
is it me? Like,
it's most definitely not. You are not going to speak up to me. So
can anyone hear that? It smells like it sounds like a bottle job. Anyways, let's continue talking about the Chelsea game just for a few minutes. Let's get out of the way before the main course so we can recollect. You know, like when we have to put someone to the stand. You know, then you can actually hear them properly in front of a stand. Can't hear them all the way in prison, can you? So, but yeah, Chelsea. Look. That was Lewis, that was a foul, bro. You know
I don't
what?
think it's
You know
foul.
what I call this, Lewis? I call this karma. You know what I call it
Karma.
karma? Do you know why I
For
call it
what?
karma? Because you, man, dived to win a fucking penalty in the 94th minute for Cole Palmer to go and score. That's why against Man United, you deserve this.
The low
not
pulled
like this,
Madueke. What are we
He
doing?
didn't do nothing. The way he dived, you deserve this. This is what you
No,
call
he
karma.
didn't. He
It's
literally
karma.
grabbed him. He literally grabbed him.
No, this is karma. Like, this is
This is a
karma. I
different
don't give a shit.
situation.
I don't give a damn.
Badiashile goes into a player. The player doesn't even call for the foul. The referee lets it play on. The referee's looking at the incident, so he doesn't ignore it. And then VAR just says, no. Sorry.
So
I
when
mean,
we
Jones
so
won
wait,
for
let
no
me hear this shit. So when Gabriel got pushed in the back, yeah, and it was a foul by Joe Linton, bro, we were all saying it's not a foul, it's all fair square. But as soon as it's your club, it's a foul.
What? When he got pushed by Joe Linton? I said that was
Do you
fine.
remember? No, but your one's a foul. No, your one's not a foul. You's not fine. We was laughing, we were dunking on them. Like mix and match
Were
it.
we?
Yeah, bro, we were all loving it. We loved
You know what? You know what I'll put that down to? Arsenal agenda. So it's what it is. But here's the thing. I'm shameless about it. I'll say anything that's against Arsenal. So
nah, you know what? Chelsea is just there's not really
at
much
least I
else
can
to
own
really
up
say.
to it.
You know what? Yeah, Jay Sean try to come on there and try to say they'll move the ball nicely, FC type B. You know, it's a night. Like we deserve something, this, that, and the other. Yeah, I think I did make a mistake there. Look, I just don't think it was a foul. But we're gonna move on anyways, just to get the Chelsea out of the segment. Let's get to the main course because this is nice. George,
How quick was that?
I don't give a shit because this is
See
what we're
ya,
waiting for.
bye. Thanks
Bye.
for coming, Lewis. See you,
Yeah.
mate.
Yeah. Cooks, you have every opportunity to get a George. He says he only listens to you, but he doesn't realize that we're the jury, right? And he's in jail. And he's going on like he can't see nothing. Like I didn't just pull out a receipt on him.
We're doing Arsenal now.
Yeah, of course we are.
Yes, you support Manchester United.
I speak when
Cass, you're not going to do this today. You're not going to do this today, Cass. You're not doing this today. You support Manchester United. Let's recognize some.
Can anyone hear that? Can anyone hear that? Because I can't hear that. You don't realize I'm the judge, the jury, and the executioner. If I want your mic muted, I can do so. You're probably talking into the mic. We can't hear you. So when I say spoke when spoken to, that's just gonna.
Oh, man disappeared.
Man's become Houdini. He's gone. Magician.
Is he back?
No,
George, there's nothing wrong with you. No one can hear what you're saying because I can unmute and
Is
do
he
your
ranting
mic.
into that mic?
Yeah. I look. What's it?
Nah, I think it's mad. The Tottenham fan can't be talking to anybody right now, especially not on the panel.
You just told me that we still had to go to Tottenham and be scared of them.
No. You don't have to be scared of them. You don't have to be scared of them, but that's where the draws come in. That's where the draws come in.
Can't take away my speech, especially when it comes from a Manchester United fan. Let's recognize.
George, by the way, if you can hear me, I can mute your mic and you will never know. So I can chat to you however I wish.
And I can leave and you will not have no opportunity to stop me because this is online court. It's very easy. Very easy to deal with.
I might have to get Kunle in there, you know, because this is just not enough. If this guy doesn't want to talk to me, you know, I call that down to being petty and pathetic. But George is George, so I allow it. And he's all right. Hooks.
Yeah, Tottenham fan can't be chatting to Manchester United fan like that though. Like, come on, let's be absolutely real, man. You man have done absolutely fuck all since I was about 3 years old, and I'm now 33. So I don't think that a Tottenham fan can chat to anybody on this panel right now, especially when Arsenal just came to your yard. And put the pause on you, man. Realistically, we need to allow it, man. But I want to know where all this. I saw the video, I saw the chat, I saw a man talk about the Invincibles, how we couldn't beat you when we was the Invincibles, but we won the league that day, you know. We won the league that day, you know. How many times you won the league? How many?
I mean, you can speak. You're being spoken to.
Yeah, how many times you won the league? Are you ground? So you don't want to talk now, innit? Because you know the answer is 0, man. The idiot team, man. And you know what? It should have been 3-0. It should have been 3-0, man. We got all the goals. We got all the goals. If David Raya, didn't think, raw, man, am I really at White Hart Lane? And these men are getting punched up like this, and felt to give a bit of pity and assisted Romero, it would have been 3-0. And all I'm seeing now is Tottenham fans talking about refs. But apparently, when Arsenal talk about the refs, we have to hold that. So what's all this talk?
Oh, and you're not seeing the latest version, the latest episode of Do Rag Diaries on TikTok. Dead Rag. We're gonna call it Dead Rag Diaries, yeah, because he's complaining just about the exact same thing. The referees. Because guess what? They got nothing else to go off of. These men are a shameless bunch, you know. Lewis, these are the men that are gonna come to your ground midweek, you know.
I know that's why like I'm slightly reserved for now because I still know what awaits. And I know like regardless of Tottenham and like their collapse against Arsenal, we're not the same beast, respectfully. Like they're lions right now, we're kittens. So I don't know what to expect when we face them. Hopefully we smash them as well. But
they're
you guys are the lions right now. We're the kittens. That's why I'm saying like when we play them, it's a completely different ball game. The only thing that's saving me is that these lot turn into kittens whenever they come to Stamford Bridge. So it might just be another mid-off, and that'll be my best hope. I said, are you scared of Spurs? Bro, I'm afraid of everybody who I face. Please, I lost to a Middlesbrough team with 16 injuries and drew to a 10-man Burnley. Come on, bro. But yeah, Tottenham, you disappointed me. I needed you to try and take some points. And you guys got cooked on set pieces. Your set pieces might be as bad as ours, by the way.
We got Ange out. We've already got Ange out calls, by the way. Did you imagine that? Yeah.
I'll take him. I'll take him.
Ange out. Love United, hate the Ops.
You know what? At the moment, I'm Ange out about 80%.
Mad, isn't it?
Do you want to swap coaches? You can have your guy back.
And you know what? This is the team that we think that City are not going to roll over either. Do you know what I mean? I know Jules would want to lay down his hands.
Why I'm sat laughing, just quiet. It'd been, you're going to drop points. They've been smoking him for 20 minutes.
Nah, man, but I have to look at the fixture list, and it's the most out of what's left. It's one of the most.
Opium. You got to hope.
Yeah, I'm very honest, man. At this point, it's hope, innit? Like we just need you to draw somewhere, and we'll let the goal difference do the rest. That's all it is for me. I'm hoping that Man United lay down the flag and open up, and it's a good 5.
You've got to go their place. Final home game, and they're in a battle to go in Europa. So don't think you're getting there easy.
Boy, and we got Everton last game.
United are total shit, and then Liverpool, etc., all turn up. And they all decide they want to play football. Cass will tell you that. United are weirded this season. I don't know what's going on.
You know what the maddest thing is, yeah? Let me run this quick. You says put eyeline on Lewis, and he looks like Prince.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's a new one. Fairs, big up, bro.
Herman says, George, know your place and show respect when you talk about Arsenal from now on. We own your toilet bowl stadium and your club. Sit on the floor. Or he's in the prison cell at the moment, you know. But George, you need to understand this, yeah? Me and your club are about to have the same season. If not, I'm going to have a better season if I win the FA Cup final. We are having the same thing. We are in the same competition right now as it stands. And you told me we can't... What, excuse me? What do you mean, what?
You just say, well, if we win... There is no if you win...
Let me rephrase that then. When we win the FA Cup final, we will have a better season than you. 6th and 5th place, both
19 minutes, 10 seconds.
I've already said it before. Like I said, when we win it. So we're going to have a better season than you. So when you talk about, I'm above your club, you can't chat to me. I can talk to you, fam, because we're the same. Do you understand? We're both shit. You had a little head start, and we're in the same positions because you're not getting Champions League. That's in the dust, fam. But George, please, if you don't mind, let me hear your excuses. You have a whole
Manchester
floor.
United,
Answer.
The great Manchester United.
Talk about the game.
With a team that is already relegated in the fucking Premier League, and you're kind of come here and talk to me about my game. Bro, your team is shit. You're not on the same level as us. We
think we are.
literally are 6 or 7 points ahead of you, bro.
Is that it?
6 or 7 points, and we haven't won in weeks. We haven't won in weeks, and we're still ahead of you. I told you months ago, Cass. I told you, and you didn't listen. I said Tottenham can be as shit as we are this season, perform as shit as we want, and we'll still be better than this Manchester United team. Because this Manchester United team is dross. Absolute shit. You're not winning no FA Cup. You're probably going to finish 7th or 8th because Newcastle are ahead of you. And boy, watch out for West Ham because West Ham have got something. They got something coming for you. So let's not, again, stop worrying about Spurs and worry about your team in your position. Or back to the weekend, we were robbed. Plain and simple, we were robbed. Penalty decisions that didn't get given that, let's be honest here. I even heard, it may not be 100% true, but this is what I've seen and heard, is that Michael Oliver was told to go to look at the VAR board for the Kulusevski touch. He refused. He refused to go look at the VAR touchline board. For what reason? Because they wanted to give the game to Arsenal. At what point is the ref? No, at what point does the F ever refuse to go look at the touchline board when VAR has told you you need to go?
Garnacho.
You need when the VAR tells you need to go have a look, the referee needs to listen and go have a look. He didn't.
We're doing conspiracy theory.
It's not conspiracy theories. That's exactly what happened.
We're doing conspiracy
George, you do this thing. You said you heard or you saw. Do you have any evidence? Because you are in the you're in the jail cell right now.
Yeah,
we need to hear this.
I don't need to bring evidence. I don't have it on. Like I'm not gonna sit and find
out.
We
got evidence on you.
The audio.
And yeah, the audio will get released on Twitter soon. It will. We all know it. It will happen. It will come. So when it comes, you'll see it. I'm not wrong. But again, anyway, back off of that. The goal, the offside goal. I'm not. Do you know? I don't even want to talk about that. At the end of the day,
it was offside.
It was offside though.
But it come off 2 Arsenal players. It was deflected. It was.
But it doesn't.
Cleared it.
That's not how it kind of worked. Your guy went for a shot and it deflected off maybe 1 or 2, but it still don't matter. It's still offside.
It cleared it. That's the thing, though. It's what is deflection? What is a clearance? That's what needs to be because he kicked the ball forward and yes, it deflected off another Arsenal player, but he cleared it. So to me, of course, my interpretation may be biased towards Tottenham, but this is how I interpret it, and I see that as a clearance, not a deflection. But that's cool. Anyway,
conspiracy theory.
The way that I'm seeing this, the way that I see the game is Arsenal won off of the back of a few bad decisions and just moments that went their way. Because the first goal, poor set pieces. Tottenham have been poor set pieces all season. I can only look at Tottenham to blame ourselves that we've imploded on that sense. Set pieces have been poor for about the best part of 4 or 5 months. We've not addressed it enough, and it's continuously been a problem. Arsenal leaned on that, and they managed to score their 3rd goal from that. But the 2nd goal comes directly off the back of the Kulusevski attack. It's bullshit, man. That should have been pulled back. It should have been given as a penalty, and the goal shouldn't have counted. That's changed the whole game. So at that point in the game, when the game's done now, after 2-0, you could say, that we still had fight back, and we did still try to get back into the game. But at 3-0, the game was done. The game was done. And you can't really do much at that stage. And I do think it was a bit naive in starting Werner. I said prior to the game, Werner cannot start. Werner's shit. He cannot start. He got injured early anyway, so we had to bring on Johnson from the start. But Werner shouldn't have started. Højbjerg shouldn't have started. The game probably would have been different. But look, the game ended up how it ended up. Arsenal got lucky, but I'm not going to sit here and be like, we're not going to sit here and praise Arteta. Oh, magic Arteta's plan. Arsenal was good. Arsenal with this, because you wasn't. The game was literally the game. It was. Let me explain why not. The game was gifted to them. Once you go 1-0 up off of our own goal, you don't need to attack. You can now be pragmatic and just sit back and literally let Tottenham do their thing in front of goal, because do their thing in front of you guys while you sat back with a low block, because you're 1-0 up now. You're in an advantageous position. Once you get the 2nd goal off the back of that poor decision, the game's done. You guys don't have to attack no more. You now be pragmatic and only play on the counter. That wasn't Arteta's original game plan, or it may not have been, but this is what's happened now because of the back of the circumstance that happened in the game. It got gifted to you. So look, Arsenal, they managed to do what they done, but I'm gonna still sit here and maintain we were robbed of a few decisions. We could have changed it and been a bit better with the way that we set up and started, but I still think we was robbed.
But George, like, the one thing I haven't heard from you yet is the fact that you was gifted a goal from Raya, and and
Rice.
Declan Rice decided he wanted
What
to
do you mean
boot
it's
my
not
man.
gifted though? Okay, but then this is the whole point here. If we got the penalty when we got it, we would have been 1-1. So you're telling me not to address something that shouldn't have happened in the first place. We wouldn't have got to that position where we needed Raya to give us a goal. And furthermore, don't blame me for Raya being shit in goal and not being able to pass it out the back. We took advantage of that.
Yeah, but that's the same way. But that's like saying, okay, from Saka's whip, it's not. Don't blame Saka for or don't blame him, hooks or anything for why Saka's whip was so good that to the point that Vicario couldn't prevent it from.
Speak about Raya's goal because they gifted it to us, just like we gifted them the first goal. That's our fault. That's their fault. I didn't see
you also got gifted a penalty.
Yeah, we gifted you 2 goals.
We didn't get gifted the penalty though. It was a penalty.
We gifted you 2
and
goals.
Guess what? Michael Oliver, if you actually watch the game, Michael Oliver was standing 5 yards away from it. He nodded it off straight away. At what point, how many times do you need to see that that's a clear penalty? The guy boots him, missing the ball. Yeah, he didn't play the ball. Completely missed the ball. Michael Oliver 5 yards, and you're telling me he needed to go to the VAR screen to call that. Is that what you're telling me?
But you got the penalty, so why does it matter?
Because it's the fact that the ref that was refereeing the game, he lost control of the game. I think he made plenty of bad decisions, even on fouls and so on. I don't think he had control of the game at all. It was managed poorly by the referee. Plenty of decisions could have went another way, but hey, is what it is, isn't it?
Just like excuses, man. Talk to me about why your goalkeeper of the season, couldn't save any of those shots.
Or talk about James Maddison as well.
You saw.
Yeah. Talk to me about Maddison as well.
You know, you're just waffling because Saka's chance at the start of the second half, which everyone said was an amazing save. What do you mean?
No, but I want to know why he was not able to save any of the goals. Why is he not saved any of the goals? Why are we talking about refereeing decisions? If he's as good.
Why didn't Raya save our 2 goals? Why didn't he save our 2 goals? This is silly.
Because he gifted you one. It was an error, right? And then it's a penalty. It's a 50-50. Go on.
So what you want me to say about Vicario not saving them? The players were in better. Like Saka's goal was an easy finish. Let's be honest now. He's off the left, acres of space. Ben Davies defending him, we all know he's shit, so that's not even a fucking question. All he had to do was cut it in and pass it into the corner. The whole goal was open wide to him. That's not on the goalkeeper. That's on the setup that led into it. And again, off the back of Kulu, who should have had a penalty. So the goal shouldn't even got to that part of the face.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda, but didn't. Deal with the reality. Don't deal with the conspiracy.
But it's funny. All right. So when you guys lose the league this season, don't come here and say, "Oh, we lost the league because the decision that happened at Newcastle." That's what you guys do. You sit and talk about decisions all year long. But now it's Spurs. Don't cry. All right.
No. If we don't win the league, it'll be because we lost to Aston Villa. It's that simple. It'll be because we lost to West Ham. That simple. It's because we took 1 point out of 6 from Fulham. It's that simple. But we can talk about losing the league. You man can't chat that chat. You man can't talk that talk. Never been able to talk that talk. Is that something you're proud of now?
Is that something you're proud of as an Arsenal fan? Like you lost the league. Wow. We lost the league too because we're 4th. So we've all lost the league, mate. Only Martin's celebrating. Let's get it right.
You're 4th.
Okay, that means we lost the league. We didn't win the league. Nor did you. So that's going to be the same thing.
They're 5th. They're same as Man United. They're in Europa League position.
Yes, and guess what, Cass? You lost the league. Arsenal are going to lose the league. Chelsea are going to lose. So we're all in the same position at the end of the day. Ain't it right? It don't matter. We're all losers. Arsenal, you're just the first losers. Well done. Well done.
But you know what's mad? But you man lost the league while winning it in October. So there's a bit of a difference there, innit? So you're the only team to have won the league in October and lost it by the end of the season. So
there's no way that's coming from an Arsenal fan. Surely not.
What? Huh?
Surely not.
Oh, what, you're going to talk about the 93% last season?
Are we not going to talk about how you guys are the biggest league bottlers ever? You guys literally
ever. Whoa.
Have you not seen? Wait. Have you not seen the stats, mate? Maybe you need to go do some research. Yeah, Arsenal have bottled the league more than any other team ever in history. Arsenal bottled the league more. You've led the league and dropped league numerous times.
All right,
that may be so, but we've also won the league. Can you say that?
How long ago? Was you in school when that happened?
Very long time ago. Very, very long time ago. I was in secondary school, but you know what?
Exactly, a very long time ago.
Yeah, very long time ago.
I was in diapers when Arsenal won the league. It was so long ago.
Yeah, but
don't let it deflect. Don't let it deflect because you know what? Yeah, Martin, I haven't heard anything but say Jules has not said that his team wasn't good enough yesterday. He's not talking on James Maddison, you know. He's not talking about none of that. He's not talking about how Van der Ven got put in a spliff a couple times because he couldn't defend properly and just use his pace. Romero, he's not talking. Wait, he's not talking narratives. You've been the only one. Martin, the only one he can hold high. The only one that can hold his head high yesterday was Romero. The rest of them were dog shit. You know, where was Son? Missing. This is the team you're coming up against, Martin. Imagine you fluff against that team.
I never said we would.
But imagine though, and I hope so. But imagine. No, I'm just going to say in it. I haven't heard George take any accountability for some of the main players. George, I'm asking Martin.
Cass, you've been watching or listening to Twitter commentary because first of all,
I'm not you, G. You're part of the TikTok community more than me, and the Twitter community more than me. So
no, definitely not.
Definitely
not. I watch football with my eyes. I don't read Twitter comments to make up my.
I don't need to read. I don't need to think. Van der Ven wasn't good yesterday. Van der Ven was arse, bro. That whole left hand side of yours was cheap.
You just waffle. You didn't.
He made one great recovery run against Havertz at the end. That was shit.
Arsenal didn't make any of our backline play bad. Let's have it right. Arsenal didn't play good.
Where was Pedro Porno yesterday? Where was he? Non-existent.
You watched the same game as me.
What did Pedro Porro do yesterday? What did Ben Davies do yesterday? What the fuck did Van der Ven have to do to prevent Kai Havertz yesterday? Bro, it's all these simple little things. Got dunked on, fam.
Saka have so much space. So much space. I keep on telling man, give Saka that amount of space and then we'll start seeing some stuff. But boy, all the time, man want to have 2-3 men on him.
I wonder how long it's going to take you to start saying Ange out. It won't be long. I tell you that for free. It won't be long. Because the guy's plan B is plan A. Can't even get that right.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He should have adapted, man. But boy. Yeah, boy.
Martin, what do you think of Tottenham?
I think Tottenham are a very attractive team to watch. I think it's suicide football. But it depends if you enjoy watching that. It's this is why, and with all due respect, I don't fear going to Tottenham Hotspur right now, is because they will play that high line, and the way we play, we don't play a high line against us. The way to get at City and stop City is playing a low block. Tottenham ain't going to play a low block. So, what Tottenham will do is what Brighton did. You see what happened.
Yeah.
Well,
so this is I know. I don't think we will have any issues at Tottenham.
No, but they got season, man. So you get me. He will save some. He will save all them chances, man. So I got hope, man.
Can you imagine Tottenham stop? Like, imagine City just like, let's say City played the way they did yesterday, against Forest. Not that great, to be fair.
I don't think Arsenal or City were great yesterday.
No, they weren't. But one was Forest, one was Spurs. I'm just saying this. If you imagine you go to George, can you imagine your team stopping City, making them do a draw, and you won Arsenal the league? Do you know how embarrassing that might be?
The link up.
That would be the most Spursiest moment ever.
Can you imagine?
You know why it's funny? Because Manchester United have Arsenal.
What's this got to do with me?
At Old Trafford before we play Manchester United.
I will lose.
My point is,
and you'll lose
you've got a game to play. You've got Europa League to play for. So how about you focus on what your team's got to do against Arsenal rather than focusing on what we got to do against City? Because that game's after. We've got City, and guess what? We know that we can play good against City. We're not worried about City. We're not scared of City. Let's get something right.
We got Liverpool.
If there's any team that can beat City, it's us. We've got the minerals to do it. We've done it plenty of times. Do I care whether we win or not? Quite frankly, not massively. We're not playing for much. Whether it affects Arsenal's season or not, it won't impact our season that much because we're going to finish fifth right now anyway. So I'm not really here thinking will Arsenal win the league hat? I'm thinking, well, what's it going to do for Tottenham? Not much anyway. So I could care less how the result goes, how most of our results go to the end of the season. Because right now, as long as we finish fifth, we've had a pretty decent season. No one's going to be calling for Ange out. And if I saw Ethan say something about it, Ethan can have that prerogative. He's allowed to. But I think any Spurs fan saying Ange out after his first season in the league, finishing fifth, which should be considered as successful, considering most people had us outside the top 7 at the start of the season because people expected Manchester United and Chelsea to push on into the top 4 and Tottenham to fall out. So His first season has been successful. If they want to call him out, they can. But this has been his first season. Finished above United, well above Chelsea, in a pretty decent position below the likes of Arsenal, Chelsea, and Liverpool. Not too far away. Have we been inconsistent? Yeah. Has it been a terrible season? No. So at the end of the day, it's not all down or bad for us. Unlike Manchester United, you don't have anything to look forward to. So is what it is.
But we do have something to look forward to. We got a cup final. We've got new ownerships, sporting side of things and whatnot. We got plenty to look forward to. George, the difference is, no matter how dusty my club is, we're still in hunt for trophies here and there. Like whether we lose finals or not, at least we get into a final. We're not living off DVDs back made in the 90s, let alone one back in the Champions League final that happened 5 years ago. Do you know what I mean?
New t-shirts.
What's that? Which one?
You bought what your fans have all started up.
They're wearing blue t-shirts to the final, bro. The whole stadium's going to be blue.
And what you haven't realised is 40,000 City fans are going to wear them as well. So your whole joke backfired back on you back at Wembley.
You're literally, Man United fans are an absolute joke.
Have a look at it, honestly. Some United fans.
Martin, that was nothing.
Martin, you can smile for now, but when Pep leaves, your shit's done. Like, do you know what I mean? Your shit's done. Like, you're not dominating the way you used to. You can have your memories.
Breaking news: did we win trophies before Pep?
Barely.
Barely.
That's not true, though, Cass.
What team did Roberto Mancini beat?
I'm not being funny, but a lot of teams came off the cliff. That's the difference. They came off the cliff. Chelsea came off of a cliff. That came off until Mourinho came back into the fold. Yeah, Man United fell off a cliff. Sir Alex Ferguson left. That's obviously gonna have impact. Liverpool decided they wanted to buy Andy Carroll and Stuart Downing and not be competitive no more. Arsenal, I don't know what happened, but their main striker was fucking Giroud. So on that note, there was literally no competition. Like there'd been no competition. It's taken clubs obviously about fucking near enough 5 to 10 years to work out what's a good system and what's not. You just took advantage of that, and that's fine. That's fine. But you're not dominating forever, and you know it. No one's going to be like Pep.
Yeah,
you can lap it up as much as you want.
I will lap this up, Cass. I will lap this up, and I will enjoy it.
Yeah, I know you will.
Because
it's only taken about 50 years for you to enjoy something, so it's fine.
No, this means 4. This means 4.
Well, talking about this means 4. Liverpool. Is there much enjoyment for Liverpool? Salah staying? No. Would you, if you lot was Liverpool, yeah, even in the comments, would you sell Salah this summer? Man. If the opportunity came? No, without the bias head, would you sell him or would you keep him for another season?
100%, man. If Saudi want to give over 150 mil, yeah, man, take it, reinvest into the squad, man. Like
150 mil is too much for me. It's not worth that money. I think if they even get an 80-90 million pound bid for him, you take the money you can get, because at this point, Salah's hasn't scored for a few weeks. He's been poor since he's come back from injury. But Liverpool aren't achieving anything at the moment. Like they're not going to win the league, as in. Then they're not competing for they're still competing, you can say, but we all know that the title's done for them. Next season, they're probably going to take a step back, and it's probably, let's be honest, they're not going to be able to compete in their first season under the manager, or that's not the expectation. So you just got to look at it like this: like it probably works out for all parties. Liverpool are going to need money to reinvest in their squad. They've got Michael Edwards back, who's probably one of the best sporting directors you can get in football with regards to his scouting talent and his player ID. So if there's any man that you can give 120, 100 or 130 million to, or anything in and around that range, it'd be Michael Edwards. I think you've got to reinvest the money, change the squad, refresh the squad, because this is a squad that's been used to losing. Let's be real. This squad's only been used to losing to Man City. Sometimes you need some new faces, new mentality in there to change it up. And I think Salah, he's one of the players that got to be cleared out.
Well, no one lacking to clear out. I mean, Lewis, you're in a hunt for a striker. You know, Darwin Núñez might be up for sale.
Sadly, we were actually looking at him last summer, but thankfully it just stayed at looking. I'm good. I already have enough players that can't hit a barn door. I don't need another one.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm good, you know. I actually want someone that can actually find the back of the net for once. That'll be the difference between us finishing 9th again and finishing around the top 4 spots. We actually have someone who buried their chances. So hell no. Keep Núñez as far away from my club as possible.
I mean, Núñez and Jackson will be a wonderful link-up.
I was going to say no laughs. We actually got a few laughs with that. Fair enough. But hell no. Give me Tony. Give me Osimhen. Give me Gyökeres. One of the 3. actual bagsman, not Nunes. If
With
I
Poch in
want
charge.
Nunes, I would have just kept Havertz last season.
With Poch in charge, right?
He's bags in some goals though. I don't think we can talk about Havertz like that. You know,
That's
he's
not
bags
funny,
in-
man.
bags in
That's
some
not
goals.
funny, man.
You know, and I know that it's looking like Poch is staying for another
Nah,
season.
I thought that until I saw his quotes before the Villa game. He basically threw the directors and the owners under the bus. So I don't think he's here next season. I think he knows that he's going. The owners apparently haven't spoken to him in about 2 months. So he's now trying to put as many people into a spotlight as well as him to just protect his reputation when he leaves Chelsea.
Probably
I don't
got
think he's
Ten
here
Hag.
next season.
Mhm.
Huh?
We got Ten Hag.
Come on, bro. I've suffered enough. I just want some competency at my club.
I don't think you sign managers. I think you loan them and then get rid of them after the year. Once the loan ends, they're out the door again.
Hey, I've seen people try and talk about Cesc Fabregas. I'm like, if you want that, bring him in and loan him out to Strasbourg for 2-3 years. Let him get an idea of what it's like to be a coach.
I don't know what Bowler's doing anymore.
Oh, don't worry, Greasy will be watching him.
Neither do I, but like, just take away the things that have failed. Like number one, this coach. Like number two, these crap directors. Bring in people with actual better manager ID. Get in some more experience into the team. Get a bagsman into the team who will shoot up the table, just like that.
Yeah, Mo, does it?
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's not that black and white.
Our biggest problem has been finishing this season. Defensive structure comes from the manager. Set pieces come from the fact that we don't have a set piece coach, but we took Brentford, so that will be in place for next season. We just need a bit more experience, a better bagsman, and a better manager.
Well,
and then things should improve.
I don't know if you're going to get a new coach or not, but it's just for me, it just looks like you're keeping watch. No, I think
I was at a point last week where I thought, oh, we're gonna be stuck with this guy. Nah, I don't think he's here next season. He won't talk the way he's talking if he's comfortable in his job. He's not.
Well, fair enough. Well, does anyone think Comshot's going to be any good for Liverpool? You know, you just saw them draw 2-2 against West Ham in great fashion, I must say. Robertson's goal was fantastic, wasn't it? But it's like the players have down-tooled on Liverpool now, and I'm loving it. Like it's like they don't care, they just don't care anymore, and I love it even more. Because imagine this: imagine Villa somehow end up finishing above Liverpool.
Oh,
can you imagine? Can you imagine that Liverpool draw against Tottenham, let's say, and then let's say Villa beat them as well? I don't know what distance that puts them in, but that makes it even more embarrassing.
Why is Klopp and Salah making that so public?
What was it over though?
I think it was more Salah, if anything. He's the one that aggravated it.
No, but it's a very open stadium. If anyone's been, where those touchlines are, everyone can see. Every camera's picking it up, and literally, they made a show of themselves.
I
don't understand that at that point.
I think Salah's just vexed. Like Salah's like, yo, I'm Salah. We're meant to be in a title race, but you're bringing me on in the 82nd minute. What's going on? It's 2-2. Why am I coming on so late? I'm Salah.
There's clearly something there.
I get it. I'd be vexed as well if I'm arguably your best player. And we're in a title race.
Well, you have to see it like this though. Salah's been shit. Like, let's have it right. Like, he's been bad for the best part of at least this month. Probably going back a few weeks before this month, like mid-March. And I've watched quite a lot of Liverpool's games recently, and Klopp's just been changing it up. I think he's just been trying to find solutions. They haven't been winning games ever since the Atlanta 3-0. They've pretty much been on a losing streak, or win-less streak, you could say. And they've been struggling to score goals. When they're scoring goals, they just don't really look that good. And in a lot of those games, they've been outplayed. I think Klopp has been, at this time, been trying to find new solutions because starting Salah, starting Nunes, starting Diaz is just not working. Putting the same players up top, whether they're burnout, whether they're not playing for him, whatever it is, they're just not working. So I feel like he's been put in a place where he's had to drop Salah. And then, like you said, Liverpool were in a winning position. In the second half, I think they come out well. They're playing better than West Ham. They got the 2 goals. They got the lead. And then, to be honest, it was pretty lucky, West Ham's goal. Like, there was just a quick attack, good cross from Jared Bowen. Antonio finds the net. And that's when sort of Salah erupts. don't think Salah had any right to erupt. And considering this is a manager that's managed you the whole time you've been there, he should show some respect. This manager's leaving this year. He's trying to give it all out to, make something happen for this team. And Salah's not stepped it up for the last few weeks. So forgive him for dropping you when you've not been there for the last few weeks to do anything for him. I think this is one where you've definitely got to look at the manager and say, look, the manager's in the right here. Players can't be throwing tools out of pram because he's not not being played as much as he wants. Whether he's their best player or not, he's not been performing.
No, I understand. I don't mind a manager and a player having a little bit of argy-bargy, passion. I get it. We've seen KDB come off. We've seen, so many incidents with Pep. The difference is it's dealt with it within 10 seconds and you never hear from it again. None of the players or the manager go in interviews afterwards. If I speak this fire, what does that mean?
I think that was aimed at the journalists, not at Klopp.
Yeah, so do I.
But shut your mouth and walk away. Say no comment. See you later.
I don't know, man. I want footballers to have personality, man. Footballers to have a bit of personality, man. Like I did all this media trained nonsense, man. I can't be asked for all of it, man. If Salah's vexed and
that's how they end up in trouble.
Yeah,
well, it could be worse. It could be worse. It could be Ten Hag, because from what he said after the game against Burnley about we played like one of the most exciting brands of football, not word for word, and we created lots of opportunities. This guy is a top waste man. That is what you call a top waste man, because honestly, at this point, I don't know what this bald fraud has got going on in his mind anymore. I think
what he actually said was he plays some of the most entertaining football. I mean, for rival fans, definitely entertaining, man.
You're right. How you draw against fucking Burnley 1-1? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, and they had more possession. You know what the ironic thing is? Yeah, apparently it was just a statement that Jason Wilcox, a technical director, since he's probably the most senior when it comes to director of football and stuff at the club at the moment, saying that he wants to see a possession style going forward, and you get outpossessed by Burnley at Old Trafford. And then you know what you do? You was outpossessing them, and guess what you do? One, you take off Kobe Mainu, and then you take off Hoyland, who was grinding into the game, and you put someone up front who hasn't played up front since Wolves about 2 years ago.
Yeah, you're man.
No. Telling me how you're going to come and do it at Wembley.
No, because the funny thing about Man United is, I know the players will just play for the occasion and not play for the manager. When it comes to a bigger club, they will play for the occasion more time, whether like Liverpool and stuff like that. They will play for it. But in terms of these dead easy fixtures, they're donuts. Honestly, the lot of them are the donuts. And he's the biggest donut of them all, because he's allowing it. He's the one that's bringing on Scott McTominay, who's been having knee issues, by the way. And then all of a sudden brings him on for 5 minutes. And now he's got a potential ACL potential. You know what I'm saying? How the hell are we meant to get rid of this waste of sperm in the summer, right? Who's no good at football, if he's got an ACL injury? Tyrone Mings settings all over again. This guy's thick as shit. No, honestly, this guy's thick as shit. It's getting me mad thinking about it.
Oh man, he's funny.
Honestly, I think he's purposely trying to get sacked at this point. No, seriously. I think even Poch is trying to probably get himself sacked at this point as well. Some of these decisions.
No, that's genuinely his base level.
He is coming out with crazy shit. He's like, I don't know. That mad scientist. He's gone.
Someone must be telling him what to say at this point. You're banning journalists. Yeah. You're banning journalists. You're doing dodgy lineups. It didn't work really against Sheffield, but you put the same one out. Ericsson, how that man didn't come off when that guy's got his fucking Iron Man, Tinkerheart, and yet you think he can last 90 minutes and he offers fuck and all.
No, but you know what? Yeah,
it's the big up Vinny company though. Big up Vinny for going there and dominating. Vinny knows what he's players, man. Go to the swamp.
You have to look at the players. Like to draw to Burnley and Sheffield, like that's embarrassing. Like as a player, I don't care how crazy or dead my manager is. I can't be going to these places and not winning. So I think you got to look at the players as well, man. Like that's the one thing that I'll allow Ten Hag on, innit? Because your players though, boy, more time.
No, don't get me wrong. I know we could have finished off the game. Anthony should have scored. Garnacho should have scored and all that. Yeah, but it's just like when it doesn't go that way, because not all the shots are going to be on target. Not all the shots are going to go in. Why do you bring off the guy who's bringing an element of control off for a guy that is chaos.
But sometimes chaos can get you the victory, man. Look how many times Scott McTominay's come on and
That's
scored
his
in a row.
issue. This is what I mean. That's what his issue is. How can you be a Dutch footballer and say trust the process and all that kind of crap, and you don't even know what the process is? The guy's thick as shit. Honestly, brain damage. This is what I call him, white megamind. Crazy. Crazy. It's actually mad. The guy's actually done out here, and I just need a season to fuck off now. I'm actually so
you, Vincent.
Yeah, you and me both.
City loves you. Sorry, go on. Hurry up.
You City fans are all the same. Honestly, you man are all the same. Like, all the same. All you love to do, like
You
honestly,
proper vexed today.
no, you know what it is when you see. I get it. You love your club, but away from football, like, and they're just normal settings. I guarantee you go around your house like Daps does, probably like Steve does, and start singing random City songs.
I've done that in the car, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. This is what. Fucking...
No, you know what it is? You know when a tune comes on the radio and he's got like the tune back in, I start joining it. Mrs. goes mad.
You can talk on City though, man. Yesterday wasn't your best performance.
Oh, first half, we were shit.
I don't know how Chris Wood is a fucking City supporter and he got outed for it.
Well, I don't know. He might be commentary setter.
No, that guy is a City supporter. No one goes, sit there. Only you lot do that.
No, but he put a Y on the end of it, so it can't be us. He didn't put EH.
Yeah, he's from New Zealand.
Anyway, Chris Wood, City legend. No, we looked very leggy. The right hand side wasn't working. Walker, Doku, Bernardo, that just doesn't work. There's a combination, but as soon as Kovacic came on, anyone who doubts Erling Haaland, get back in the bin. See you later.
I don't believe Kovacic changed the game, though.
Kovacic and Haaland did. Both of them did.
I think Haaland did 100%.
No, what Kovacic did was, because Pep talked about afterwards, we had no control of the game. We had to get our foot on the ball. And you know when City do these, which I know is boring to everyone else, you know when City do the 2-yard passes sideways and everyone goes, that's boring. Which probably is to the out. That's what we mean by control. Foot on the ball, take the sting out of the game. And that's what Kovacic brought us. Haaland comes on, immediately their back line drops 10 yards. You actually watched it as the game went on.
I saw it.
Haaland comes on, their back line went drop. And then what that did is then that opens up Kevin, because it's really weird that KDB ball in, that through ball for the goal, that doesn't happen if that back line has not dropped.
Yeah, Murillo, he got injured as well, and he injured himself, and he decided to carry on. A great soldiering on, mate, but clearly, like, fucking hell, he looked heavy when he's trying to. How are you letting Haaland score on his right foot? How embarrassing! Honestly, I don't get me wrong. You always know he wants to cut in and with his left, but to get beaten by Haaland on his right foot and then let him score, that's embarrassing, mate.
You saw his celebration, the smile on his face.
He done the Homer Simpson? Woohoo! Did you hear it?
He basically, you could tell he needed a week or two out of it. He needed a week or two away from all the League Two shit and everything else that had been going on.
Roy Keane didn't say, now you're looking like a championship striker.
Yeah, but I don't know. Roy Keane has got copium over his dad. I don't know what is going on. Roy Keane is a man who does not let things go, does he? 20 odd years later, I'm not letting it go.
He said League Two player. A lot of Man City fans have been trying to change what Roy Keane said to League Two striker, innit? That's not what he said. He said League Two player, innit?
But it still makes no sense. I've never seen a League Two player do that either.
I mean, I have.
Yeah, he's not he's not
Real Griggs on fire.
And every single one of you, everyone on here would have take Haaland tomorrow and don't deny it.
I take Haaland. I take him. Yeah.
I know you've got Haaland
finishers.
Mate, I would put Jules up front. How about that?
You've got Haaland from Wish and then called him Highland.
I would put Jules up front. I'm starving.
But no,
George isn't even a striker. He's the centre back.
So Cass, 31 games unbeaten.
Who?
So
what a trophy.
No, 31 games unbeaten.
Trophy.
Well, they won 2 of those this season.
It's like Champions League. Apparently, you still got your record there, but you got beaten.
Because penalties means you wins the tights on the FIFA website.
So you got beat.
Yeah,
We
you
lost the tie. We didn't lose the game.
But you still got beat.
Yeah, you can't be unbeaten if you got beat.
Listen, I know you've not been in the Champions League for a while, so you're brand new to the rules.
You need to remind them, Ryan. Go on.
But Champions League winner here. But it's
wait.
Wait, are you in the semi-final?
Are you?
Oh yeah.
No,
how many times has Arsenal been to a semi-final?
No, wait, but I just want to know, are you in the semi-final?
Hang on a minute. The greatest ever Arsenal team. The greatest ever Arsenal team with the best defence, best striker, best midfield, best this, that, and the other. Maybe win nothing.
But
Zero.
What does that have to do with you saying you're unbeaten, but you're not in the semi-final because you got beat? This is what I'm trying to understand. What does any of that have to do with it?
Because I'll explain it again. We lost the tie, not the game.
Oh, okay, so you lost.
Right. Don't argue with me. Argue with the record book. It's 31 unbeaten, 19 in the Premier League. That's factual.
Oh yeah, you wait. What was the last game you lost? Then was it
Aston Villa, 6 Wednesday?
No, 2-2. Was that the 1-0, 2-1? Is that how long ago it was? Fucking no. Yeah, maybe I should have wanted Liverpool to beat Man City then.
Back in December.
Yeah, that's a long time ago.
We haven't lost at home since December 2022.
I mean, a club that won't be touching Champions League for a while.
2023, we haven't lost at home since.
Yeah, we beat you at the Etihad last season, didn't we? No, last year?
No.
No, you didn't. You was 2-0 up or something, and then you fucked it up. Do you remember?
You were 2-0 up at half time, and then Riyad Mahrez to show.
I'm thinking of Conte's first year. No, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done a double, Oh, I forgot about it.
Yeah. No, but City are doing well at the moment. It's kind of annoying.
December 2023 by Brentford. Just before they went to November, because it was when we went to the World Cup.
Yeah. Well, a club that ain't touching Champions League, Lewis. Just saying, innit? You ain't touching it for a minute.
No, but I just have my medals to remind me of the good old days.
I've got all of those.
But yeah, I'm not touching Europe. I'm not touching Europe for a while. Forget the Champions League. I'm trying to get into the Conference League.
Wait, you got Tottenham. Who you got after Tottenham?
West Ham. 2 London derbies this week. Yay.
Let me just run this up anyways. United fan with all this chest. They drew to Burnley, you're not winning anything, and that's fact. City going all the way, 4p incoming. I can't be having that, man. That would just be Pep's final bit in it. It's just like, I've done the 4p. Make sure this club's stable, and he fucks off, and it's just like, yeah, fuck off, man. He just needs a piss off. It's getting on my nerves. But other than that, yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Big up to everyone. Make sure you subscribe to everyone as well. You got Carefree Lewis, you got Mancunian Way, Halfway Hooks, and then go run up Durag Diaries on TikTok. If you want to hear George cry, if not, I'll start showing them on here regardless. Then you can get a little bit of that. So, what's up, George?
What do you mean? I'm just chilling, man.
No, George, how do you actually feel?
What do you mean?
In general, like, how do you feel on the sporting side of things? Like, when you think about it, how do you actually feel?
I'm all right, man. I can't even lie. I've said for a while, I'm ready for the season to be over. Like I said, we're really not competing for much at this point in the season. Aston Villa have probably got top 4. They've deserved it more than us. They've performed better than us over a consistent period of time.
Yeah, Villa. Yeah.
So, I'll give them their props because I can't lie. I've expected Villa to drop off, but they haven't dropped off at all. They've maintained the levels that they showed at the beginning of the season. And if props to them, they deserve top 4. My season's done. I just need to see it out by, if we beat Chelsea this week, I'm all right with that. I don't really care about the rest of the games because they're thrown away. I just got the London derby to play for, and I wouldn't mind getting a win against City and Liverpool, but those again, two games that I don't really care about.
Do you want me to give you a little bit of hope? Villa, I know this. They got Brighton away, then they got Liverpool, then they got Crystal Palace away at the end. So
we've got to get, I'd say, to finish above them and easily another 11 points in our next 5 games, yeah. And
you got Liverpool next.
No, we've got Chelsea, Liverpool, Burnley, City, Sheffield. I can only see. I could potentially see 3 wins there.
That's dangerous.
Potentially see 3 wins, but again, 3 wins won't be enough.
Chelsea
away,
away, Liverpool away.
That's the
Burnley,
biggest draw possible.
Home, City home, Sheffield away.
So where's your 3 wins? Sheffield,
Burnley, and I think Chelsea.
You think you're winning at the Bridge?
I think we're winning at the Bridge.
Even with your record there, you sure?
To be fair, I think records are going out the window at the moment. I generally don't. I don't really think the records matter in Chelsea's favour. But again,
Not
like
even Chelsea's player. I mean for you, because you guys don't like coming to the Bridge. You'll come there in good form, bad form, and just...
you know, again, if we drew, I wouldn't be surprised. I definitely know we're not losing to Chelsea. That's one thing.
Sure, I think it's a draw too. I don't even.
I
think
wouldn't
we're
be
winning
surprised.
though.
I genuinely wouldn't be surprised.
you
And then
think
Liverpool
you'll be in the top 4 race by the time we turn up?
No. I generally think Villa will win one of those games before then and go clear of us by 9 points or so. And you know, it really depends what Liverpool turn up next weekend, because Liverpool they're looking like they really don't care at the moment. So if they played how they did recently against us at Anfield, then could pick up points there as well. But
Do you know what's mad in this whole tie race, by the way? City and Arsenal could literally go virtually perfect all the way, and someone's got to lose.
Yeah.
You going to the game, Lewis?
That's mad.
No. After Arsenal, that was last day of the season. I'll be there to say goodbye to Thiago Silva, my dog. But other than that, nope. I'm good.
Anyways, run up this clip in a bit.
The pressure always comes to Arsenal, man. They crack under
I
pressure.
can't lie, Jordan.
yeah, you beat us last year, but that wasn't a far cry. When you was at your best just 2 seasons ago, we slapped you up 3-0 at our ground. We kept a clean sheet. We never beat us. Even during your invincible season, you couldn't beat us at White Hart Lane. So yet again, don't come here with the confidence and the arrogance that you continuously do, Arsenal fans. And like I said, I warned you guys in the Aston Villa game. I warned you in the Bayern Munich game, and I'm warning you again. You're going to do it here. You're going to come with the arrogance. You're going to come to think that the game's already done. Because time and time again, you come with this energy. You've done the same thing when you do your little combined 11s and shit, and it comes back to bite you. Because
one second.
Again, your team is shit. Do it against us.
Oh,
You're just waffling. Because at the end of the day, your team's going to come to Spurs, you're going to get clapped up, and you're